It appears the U.S. Army is now hoping to bring back some former soldiers who were previously fired for refusing the COVID vaccine. The move comes after the Department of Defense rolled back its vaccine mandate earlier this year, and as the military continues to struggle with recruiting. Now, the Army is now offering nearly 2,000 former soldiers a chance to return to service, issuing this memo that reads in part, quote, "As a result of the rescission of all current COVID-19 vaccination requirements, former soldiers who were involuntarily separated, which is code for fired, for their refusal to receive the COVID-19 vaccination may request a correction of their military records." I'm wondering, Congressman, if that can ever even begin to repair the despair that so many soldiers went through on account of this policy and the way that it was executed.
It can. And then, look, I got an interesting comment here. It says that the Department of Defense rolled that back. They would have never rolled it back had it not been for Congress actually getting involved here and say, no, we don't think this should be. But what Congress left off, in all fairness, and the Department of Defense left off, as someone who's had to deal with this firsthand in the Air Force side, is that there was no calculation for what it meant internally. It was no calculation for what it meant for these individual service members and who had careers put on hold, who had careers lost. And we lost, and these were not just simply new soldiers or airmen or naval officers. These were across the spectrum, 18, 20 years in, who had been a part of this, up to the new ones coming in. And so really what my question is now is, if you're wanting them to come back, which they're already gone, have a bad taste in their mouth because of what happened, you're wanting them to come in because, number one, we can't recruit enough right now to fill our slots. We've missed it. Every branch except the Marine Corps, and the Marine Corps is really tight. Every branch missed their recruitment goals this year. So looking at this as sort of a patchwork to say, get back in here. But my question is also is, if you're trying to get them back in, how are you going to say it's going to be different? How are you going to say that this is going to be something to make them want to come back? And also say, where is my career at this point? Are you going to put me back? Am I going to go back in at the same, rank or wherever? That's what I need to have.
That's right. How do you qualify that lost opportunity? And then how do you rectify putting them back in, to the Congressman's point?
I don't know. This is one of the greatest displays of lunacy from an era of lunacy during COVID. This is a volunteer military where people willingly make sacrifices and give up so much and put their lives on the line for our country and for our freedom. And to do this to them, even after knowing that based on their age and physical condition, that they had almost a zero chance of a negative outcome, a severe outcome from COVID, and knowing that the vaccine did not stop transmission and the vaccine or infection, and these government goons still booted these patriots out of our military, it's a level of dogma and stupidity that would get these decision makers fired in private industry. You know what? Fire the people who made the decisions. That would make our patriots feel better.
Well, I'm hoping we'll fire Biden at the ballot box, Kaylee. So fingers crossed on that. And to Dagen's very real point, a lot of families were ruined, and a lot of service members who did risk their lives and sacrifice a great deal for this country left with a poor taste in their mouth, as the Congressman articulated. Like, this is so much bigger than, oh, just let us know if you want us to correct the record. It is so much bigger than that.
Right, and this happened to about 8,000 troops. So, and that was in the Army alone, I believe, that were fired or let go, if you will, for the reason of not having a COVID vaccine. When you hear this eye-opening statistic, the size of the active duty Army has shrunk from 485,000 in 2021 to 452,000 now, the smallest active duty Army since 1940. Since 1940. That is incredible. At a time when, in decades, I would say, we face the greatest foreign policy threat to our country, Russia, China, in the South China Sea. You look at what's happening in Israel with Hamas, with Iran. And yet we have the smallest active duty Army since 1940. It's incredible. What say you, Leslie?
Well, first of all, when you look at all of the mandates, whether they were on, like, my children in their schools, various people in their jobs, and certainly the military, these were decisions that were made by medical professionals when the situation was extremely fluid and people were panicked because they didn't want more people to die. These were decisions that were made in this country, made in other countries as well. I do agree with Doug in giving specifics as to what does this mean for me if I come back. I think it's important to have the specifics. And I think it's important to let everybody who made the choice, for whatever their reason, not to be vaccinated to come back to their positions, the military as well. But I can't just be, hateful. Hindsight is 2020. But I would agree that these are people who volunteer and risk their lives. My dad was a Navy vet in the Korean War.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.